Morning, all. So, we have 9 games tonight. 9. Busy Tuesday. And I think we have 5 tomorrow and 11 on Thursday. And it starts early. So, yesterday it was 5 o'clock my time. 8 o'clock Eastern game started. Today it's 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, as we seem to go east-west, east-west. I like the setup. But let's take a look. So, first off, we've got the New York Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. The 10-10-3 New York Rangers in against the 14-9-1 Pittsburgh Penguins, who've won 4 out of 5 by my count over the New York Rangers thus far. So for New York, they need to reverse things against Pittsburgh. They need to start it tonight. Zibanejad, 3 goals, 6 assists. He had a goal early in the last game. We'll see if he can build on that. Kaapo Kakko has been notable. And again, he's playing well, not getting any puck luck. 2 goals, 2 assists for him. On the Pittsburgh side, Jake Guentzel, 7 goals, 14 assists, off to another amazing season so far. And for Crosby, 8 goals, 14 assists. I think that's in 23 games, and you'll still see people say, well, he's slowing down a little. Yeah, point a game, he's been slowing down. So that's how high the bar is for Sidney Crosby. Then an hour later, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, everything else gets going, and this is where things get really crazy. So it's going to be pretty busy for me for a couple hours tonight. Boston, 13-6-3 in against the 15-6-4 New York Islanders, and the Islanders are 3-0 against the Boston Bruins, and I don't know that's going to change tonight. McAvoy, 3 goals, 14 assists for him. Smith, 4 goals, 5 assists. Craig Smith's had chances. Again, much like some others, not going in the net for him. Brock Nelson on the Islanders side, 9 goals and 5 assists. And Matt Martin, part of a very excellent fourth line or third line. I've often referred to it as their third line because of its importance. 4 goals, 4 assists for Martin. And yeah, we'll see how this goes tonight. I'm expecting an Islanders win because they just seem to have Boston's number. Also at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, the Buffalo Sabres. Sorry, Buffalo fans, they have to keep playing. It's on the schedule. 6-14-3 in against the Philadelphia Flyers, who are 12-7-3. And the Flyers have won 3 out of 4 against the Buffalo Sabres. So, on the Buffalo side, Victor Olofsson, 7 goals, 10 assists. Taylor Hall, 2 goals, 12 assists. There is no Eichel tonight. So, yeah, get that going. Without Eichel, let's see how it goes. Now, without Pettersson, Vancouver's 3-0. So, right? On the Philadelphia side, Konechny, 16 games, 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. Very prominent player in recent games. Farabee, 11 goals, 9 assists, continues his breakout season. And I think this is going to be his standard from here going forward. 7 Eastern as well. The New Jersey Devils in against the Washington Capitals. New Jersey, 8-11-2. They've proven this year they can beat the Bruins. They have not proven they can beat Washington. Washington's 3-0 against New Jersey. They're 14-6-4 on the season. Paul Murray, 4 goals, 6 assists for 10 points. He's played better than that. I do expect him to be moved at the deadline. He's one of those guys that, he's UFA this summer. I think he'll be a very good rental. And Bastian, 2 goals and 4 assists. He's been better offensively lately. Backstrom, 10 goals, 17 assists, has continued this amazing run that he's been on. And Carlson on the blue line, 5 goals, 15 assists, 20 points. One of the best offensive defensemen in the National Hockey League. Also at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, we get the 11-14 Nashville Predators in against the 17-6-1 Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina's won both meetings so far this year. Granlund, 5 goals, 5 assists, seems to be getting things going. Yarncroke had a goal in the last game, 6 goals, 2 assists for him. On the Carolina side, Svechnikov, 8 goals, 12 assists. Always a highlight reel game when a Svechnikov's in it. And Hamilton, 1 goal, 16 assists, 17 points. I said A because why not Evgeny? Why not? Sure. So Hamilton's 17 points are interesting too because Carolina has yet to make any headway with Hamilton on a long-term extension. They want to keep him. He wants to stay. So Hamilton may be one to keep an eye on for numerous reasons, although there won't be any kind of a trade. Unless at the end of the season, once the playoffs are done, he's not going to stay. Maybe they look at trading his rights, but that's a long ways down the road. Florida and Columbus get started at 7 Eastern as well, 4 Pacific. Like I said, busy time of night. 15-5-4 is a record for Florida. I'm wearing Columbus because they're 10-11-5. And this is the kind of game over the last couple of years that Columbus looks like they're going to drop off the map, and then they'll win it. They'll win it to stay on the map, stay in the running, and it's one of those games that they'll end up winning. No rhyme, no reason. Plus, I get to wear the old Columbus with the mascot on the sleeve. So, these teams have split the first 2 games this year. Noel Acciari, 3 goals and 1 assist. Why is he on the board? Because those 4 points are in his last 2 games. He had no points before that. Barkov, 8 goals, 19 assists. Continues to have an amazing career. Roughly a point a game player. A little bit above that. Not too shabby. On the Columbus side of things, Foligno, 4 goals, 7 assists. He leads this team in every way possible. He's not their leading scorer, but he is truly their captain. One of the I think one of the best captains in the league. I could do a video on the best captains in the league, but then people are going to get mad because what people do, and it's going to be he's insulting this captain by not saying he's one of them. So I don't, but I will tell you this: Foligno I think is one of the best. Robinson, 4 goals, 4 assists, very useful bottom 6 forward for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Also at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games starting at the same time, and then one starting a half an hour later, and that's when there's already a game that started an hour earlier. So Toronto is at home against Winnipeg. It's one of those nights where when I do the review, people are like, didn't you see this? I try to see as much as I can. So the 15-8-1 Winnipeg Jets in against the 18-6-2 Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto won the only meeting these teams have had this year. So the idea that Winnipeg might be able to catch Toronto is accurate, but Winnipeg has to win these meetings with Toronto. They got to win them, and in regulation. If they're going to put pressure on Toronto, they got to do it now. Scheifele, 11 goals, 22 assists for 33 points. He really is having his best season. And then Kyle Connor, 11 goals, 12 assists for 23 points. Connor having one of his best seasons as well. On the Toronto side, Matthews is starting to admit the hand/wrist injury is a little bit of a problem. 18 goals, 13 assists, 31 points. He hasn't had a goal in a bit, which means he's going to break out and probably get a couple here, and then he'll get a couple again. And it's just he's a streaky scorer. It happens. And Morgan Reilly, 3 goals, 16 assists, 19 points. Very under the radar, Morgan Reilly. Not being discussed, Morgan Reilly, and yet he's having one of his best offensive seasons. And then a half an hour after that game gets started, we get into the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Detroit Red Wings, 17-4-2 Tampa, 7-16-3 Detroit. They always bring the effort. Tampa Bay's won both meetings with Detroit, which means they have 6 more, including this one. Braden Point, 10 goals, 10 assists, 20 points. It's not Brandon Point. Yanni Gourde, 8 goals, 7 assists for him. Very prominent in the recent games. I swear Brome's going to get another point at some stage. So I put his name up here. 1 goal so far this year. Come on. The effort's there. Brome, the effort's there. The heart's there. The points have to follow at some point. And Luke Glendening, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. He is the best face-off man in the National Hockey League. He's hitting at a very high rate of face-offs. So at some point near the deadline, look for him to get moved. Sorry for the pausing, just allergies. It's allergy season. So yeah, Glendening, 2 goals and 5 assists. I don't leave the house, so that's all it can be. I don't see other people. I don't go anywhere. But yeah, 7 points for Luke Glendening, and his face-offs, his overall package of talents, I think will be interesting to somebody at the deadline. And then at 8:30 Eastern, so an hour later at 5:30 Pacific. So this game will be getting started as this one's finishing. So Chicago playing against Dallas. Chicago 13-8-5. Dallas 7-8-5. So they have the 8-5 part of their records matching. Just Dallas has 6 less wins. And that's the team they need to catch. And Chicago's won both meetings this year. So for Dallas, if they're going to make the playoffs, they need to take the rest of this season series. They need to help themselves out here starting tonight, and they need to win a regulation. Kurashev, 6 goals, 4 assists, one of the very strong rookie crew that the Blackhawks have. So again, general manager's done a good job of making sure there's some guys coming in to replace guys going out. And Suter's another one. 8 goals, 5 assists for Pia Suter so far this year. Excellent young crew for the Chicago Blackhawks. Jamie Benn, 4 goals, 7 assists for him, 11 points. And the offense is not where you might want it to be. What started out as a huge bounce back season for him, at least what should have been, it's not there yet. And Robertson's been getting opportunities. He's been getting points. He had a goal in the last game. 4 goals, 5 assists for Robertson. The Dallas Stars definitely need more offense from younger players. And if Robertson's providing that, he'll get all the ice time he wants. So, let me know your winners in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just tap it upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.